Now, this is the map of my district. It starts up in Leawood, works down through Greenville City, goes out to Welcome, down through Mount Pleasant, and then works its way all the way down to the bottom of the county line. It stretches only a little bit over into the city of Malden. The bulk of my territory, and it looks like the bulk of the people, is the Greenville City this time. Thank you very much. I'll have the map back up in the back for later. About 4 years ago, the Lord started moving me to pay more attention, to look at stuff, think of stuff. All through my life, He's been preparing me to understand and serve. By all my other jobs, I have been a servant. I wish to continue to be a servant. To me, that is what a public officer is a servant. Now, I'm running again because the Lord still wants me in this direction. Because there's no difference between Republican or Democrat. Both are reflecting the views, voting, and life of socialism. I want to return your voice back into the government to do constructive work. Everything they've done now is destructive. They've devalued us as people. They've taken untold millions from us to do things we didn't even want. Now, two examples of this socialism I want to talk about is, the first is the unwillingness to protect the citizens of South Carolina from the flood of illegal aliens, while giving those aliens more special privileges, more everything that we don't even get. The second point I want to make is the state's consistent hunger for your check, for your livelihood, for everything is you. They want it. So the first is the excessive services the illegals are getting. If one walks into a hospital injured, he's taken care of, bandaged up, MRI'd, doctored, whatever he needs. They didn't ask him to pay. If you were to walk in, they want your name, address, social security number, your firstborn, then they'll send you a bill, whether you have insurance or not. I don't know. To me, that's just wrong. On immigration, our legislature is in somebody's pocket. That's the only way to put it. Or they've been kowtowed and made too afraid to do anything. That alone should remove them because they are no longer a servant. 4 years ago, a good friend of mine ran for U.S. Senate on the Constitution Party ticket, Patrick Tyndall. And he vehemently told us the illegal aliens are coming. He went down and looked and saw the destruction that they were leaving as they came up to us. Now, 2 years ago, I ran, and I had the same message. Although then, I could inform you that we were number 4 in the nation in Latino growth. Now, today, I don't know if this is positive or negative, but we are number 1 in the nation. Nobody else is growing Latino growth more than us. We're this tiny little state. Now, on the score of state and local governments wanting your money, just look at the school board overtaxing us, knowing full well that they are capped at $4 million. Well, they capped themselves at $6.5 million, which netted them $6 million over what they were supposed to bring in. Now, this is an interesting twist because they have no way of giving your money back. The only way for you to get any of your money back would be to partition them. they'll say, we can't help you. You petition them again, and they say, we can't help you. Finally, you have to go all the way to an administrative law judge and basically sue them to get your money back. You have a state legislature at the end of every year, they have money left over. They give it back? No. They spend it so that they can come back next year and say, you know, we used all the money you gave us, give us more. Okay. Now, looking at the state, the Republican-led Assembly has increased government spending nearly twice as fast as the national average of any other state. We are running currently at 41% growth. The national average is little over, just under 24%. What are we spending money on? Anybody know? Well, other than looking at the state budget, I could tell you, but it's nothing we want. So why are they keep hungering? Well, they're caught in a vicious circle. They've been there too long. They feel the sin of greed is what they feel. And it's very alluring. And they want it, and they're caught in a trap. They need to be removed at all levels. Now, I run across a statement on the school district incident from one of our state senators, David Thomas. He called the situation highly unusual. But Senator Thomas was quoted as saying, "You can rest assured that the school district is not going to give the money back." Just as I said, you're going to have to sue to get your money back. We have a large problem at state level. We have large problems at local level. We are being challenged to pick a problem, look at it, and be motivated into doing something with it. Are you being asked to solve every problem we have? No. You need to be active. You need fruits. You need to produce something. Now, whether that is to financially help our candidates, which would be very helpful, or whether you can find venues for us to speak at, whether you find us information we need. We are two eyes. I have a room full of eyes. I have a room full of ears. Look, listen, find something you're passionate about, and move forward. Another issue is taxes. Now, on my tax bill, I have 55% of my property and vehicle taxes go to funding public schools. How well are they doing in public schools? Don't know. They're spending a lot of money, but I still see us somewhere real far down on that list. We're putting out kids now that have problems reading. I go up to a McDonald's, and I give the girl the exact change, or I may go over a penny, under a penny to make it easier for her to bring me out. And what does she do? Look, gives me this like deer in the headlights look. What do? Well, I say, give me the dollar and the nickel, and we're done. They can't add. We're putting out children that no longer think. So many problems are right there. We have sheep, and they're just being pulled along, and they need to be taught. Not only do they need to be taught the regular things, arithmetic, reading, learning how to write. I work with two gentlemen who can't write. They didn't learn. And I'm going, how did you make it this far? Well, they just passed me. That's wrong. So, what I'm asking is, find an issue. open your eyes and start telling people about it. If somebody has an issue that they're telling you about, encourage them, because they need you to think off of, just as I and all of our candidates, we're out there, we want, that's not right. We are your voice. We want you to talk to us, because we cannot proceed forward without you. That is, if you wish it to be we the people, that's the way it works. If you wish it to be we the state, go back, put your head in the sand, and wait until the truck runs you over, because it will happen. And I'm done. Thank you.